Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle
the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Throwing again is Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kobe Bryant. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Second down, another shot for Jones. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up 1st downs.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
All All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
8 yards to go on second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Rodgers now to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 52 yards. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game?
He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Chark. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Goff. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down at 4, Rodgers flushed out right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Throwing again on second down. Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Goff. And Shark calls it in. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The final shot before break here. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Jones again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Check 4, check 4. 49, check 49, check 49.
Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. Past the 20, 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. They'll run here with Dillon. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen it.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taking it about the 1. get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's got a man complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Up the middle, Jones trying to run inside, but nothing there. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now Rodgers. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Irv Smith Jr., 73 yards. And the Packers get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Goff now to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Again, Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And Goff picks up the first down and then wisely slides to the ground to avoid the contact. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Green Bay, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They start the drive with Cook, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Well, once again, from all of us at EA Sports, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day on the couch, belt unbuckled, feet up. This, of course, the nightcap to a great day of football here on this Thanksgiving holiday 2022. On third down, Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
I don't see Northern trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. With a play fake, and now here's Hal to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. With the Vikings, it's 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on
on display in that victory.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To throw, Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can...
Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are the things you have to look out for in games like this.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 52 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First down. Here's Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Cousins gives way to Cook. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Cousins on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Matt Judon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently. That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Cousins. Flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And this is going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks gets it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. Here's Cousins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game on?
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it.
Oh, Hal loses it, and this belongs to the Vikings.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Vikings! Max Williams from 6 yards away. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime, and even 70 yards. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing here, Howell. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Nwangu now from his end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Cook up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Bubba Bolden getting down from his safety spot and stopping him right in his tracks. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open man is Osborne. He's got him.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Cousins. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 74 yards. And the Vikings have retaken a third quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will have a Patriots first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. A little juke. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd and a yard. Howell, he's got Smith here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll go play action. Howell. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd down. Howell now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And Watson has it right side. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Harris will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 79 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Cousins now. Oh, no, he lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And they go play action with Howell. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Howell down to throw it. And this one complete to Smith. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
first down, and they go back to Harris. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second down, this is Harris. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Off play action. It's Howell. Escaping the pressure right. Howell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
A run there on first down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off,